Hello and welcome. My name is Wayne, aka Wayne the Whip, and this is video number 17 of my No Man's Sky PermaDeath playthrough. I put in a fair amount of hours since my last video. I think I've completed all of the base missions. I have a base full of NPCs that are now, for the most part, worthless because once you complete those missions, they don't really seem to serve any purpose beyond that. At least none that I know of. I think that's a shame, really. I think as a reward for going through this really long quest or mission line should be some type of usefulness after it's all over. But basically I can remove all of these stations and we'll get rid of the NPCs as well. I did have to expand my base a bit in order to make room. I added an upstairs, and yes, I know the placement of the stairs is a little bit weird, but I needed room up here for some crops in order to complete all the farmer missions. I have a new exocraft, and this is the one that I prefer, the Nomad. And what's so great about these is that they come with radar once you install it, and you can scan for trade outposts, depots, drop pods, abandoned structures, ruins, or alien structures. And I've done a few additional drop pods, and so I've expanded my exosuit a bit. I have a few upgrades in the exocraft itself as well. Also, I have scrapped two out of the three multi-tools that I have. They were all junk, they were all C-class, and I kept this one just because I had already repaired it and because it's white. And I have all of my slots filled up. FYI, I learned that even when you scrap a cheap multi-tool that doesn't hardly cost anything, you're still going to get an expansion upgrade that you can use. And that can come in handy because after you've upgraded past a certain point, it can get expensive. But for the most part, what I did here was relatively cheap. And I have a few mining upgrades, I have some visor upgrades, some bolt caster upgrades, and then just a couple of things for functioning. I probably won't unlock anything else. I'll just grab another multi-tool here in a bit. I want one that looks good. I'm one of those guys to where I'll go... Did I put a weapon on here? Yes, I did. Wow, look how far the thing goes. It has no arch. It just goes in a straight line. Fireworks! Alright. Oh, did I press one button? I meant this one. Okay. So anyway, so I completed a bunch of missions. I expanded the base. I also figured out this little thing of placing stairs, and that will work to step you up on the platform. And I'll tell you what I find really annoying. See how there's this tiny step here? Nope, doesn't work. It stops your character. This used to happen back on the anomaly, and it drove me crazy because you couldn't just run across the anomaly. You had to run and constantly do this or fly. And since you can't melee in the anomaly, you couldn't, do this and just get across it all quickly. You had to do all these little bunny hops. That problem no longer exists on the anomaly, or at least none that I noticed, but it does happen here. I can finally step up, but look, it has to be pretty much even with the terrain. This is relatively flat. This is relatively flat. That's a single step. Come on, Hello Games. Can't I just do this? Do I have to use the jump jets for that? It's kind of crazy. So let me pull up my log, and you can see secondary missions are pretty much gone. I think this is actually part of complete Nexus missions. Yeah, this is part of this stuff, I think. I did a couple of extra menial tasks for Apollo, and now he has me tracing down an energy source. And so that's what I'm working on right now. And my life support is pretty low, so I think I'll fix that real quick before I forget. Oh, wrong one.
Technology recharge.
Sentinel ley lines, okay. Oh wait, we're going over here. Where are we going? It's on another planet.
Technology recharge.
I still need to get the combat visor. Really, I just need a decent multi-tool. I'd like one that looks decent though. I'll gladly accept a lowercase multi-tool as long as it looks good. Approximate location. Let me scan now. Oh really? Still nothing? I thought I was better at this now. Because usually when I get an approximate location and I scan early, then I get the location without having to sweep for it. Maybe that's not the case here. Alright, I guess we're landing here. Let me at least land up here. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted to land, but okay. Alright, where to? So, maybe about here. I actually have better shielding now. Oh, it's right here. No? Yes. Let me allow a little bit of damage so you can see my suit upgrades. I have a few more armor pieces there and better shielding. Okay, I don't understand a single word. I don't know what to expect. You know, there's a thing in RP. I'm not really an RPer, so I don't know what this is called, but basically it's sort of a standard in which when you RP, which stands for roleplay by the way, you don't inject roleplay elements into other people. Like for example, I can't say I entered the bar and so-and-so over there takes notice of me. No, you can't do that because that's their person and they control their character and they decide if they want to take notice of something or not. That's sort of like a rule in RPing, and they break that rule a lot in this game. They're saying I don't know what to expect as I approach the structure. But maybe I do know what to expect. Maybe I have this all figured out already. Or maybe I'm not expecting anything. And they're sort of deciding for you on your behalf. I wish they could re-articulate this in a way that made it sound like I had control over my own thoughts during the entire process. I know, I'm just nitpicking. But I'm a nitpicker. What can I say? Let me see. An army of sentinels, perhaps? No, it's not the least thing that I was thinking of. A story, a vision. It is already burning itself into my eyes. All right. I'll tell you what I'm still not completely clear on, the difference between a traveler and an anomaly. It seems like an anomaly is a subset of a traveler, but I don't understand in what regard. In the shadow of a red star, the Crimson Eye, that would be the Atlas, they found an anomaly. Well, that could be me or any number of other anomalies. No Gek, no Viking, nor Corvex could see it. Only the traveler could perceive the portal. Oh, is this witness glyphs? Okay, yes. Escape or destroy the sentinels. Alright. I want a place to dig in if I need to. Let's call that place right here. Oh. Did I already lose them? I guess I did. I was going to shoot a couple of them. I'll shoot a couple. I just want to have an escape if I need it. Now I don't want that to be my ship, because I've learned that if you try to escape in your ship, all that does is call ship-based sentinels. Alright, I'm not going to mess with this too much.
Warning. Central combat unit deployed.
I don't want to make this a video of me fighting sentinels. So I'll just go in here and see if I can't escape. I did want to kill a couple though. See if I get any more glass. I don't want that. Just dump that. Oh, I forgot I had this. And I don't need this, but let me apply it.
Technology recharge.
Let me trash that just so I have some more slots, and I'll store that. And we're good. Okay, now they're gone. Or not gone, but no longer interested. And where is my ship? There's nothing else here, right? Okay. Perform a scan. Wait, do I perform a scan from my ship? Or from foot? It doesn't matter. To the next artifact. Did I actually get anything from that artifact? It doesn't seem like I did. Other than to be sent to another location. Okay, how long? Is this an approximate location? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Get a couple knowledge stones while we're here. I understand one word, imminent. I feel that same burning sensation in my eyes. Well, maybe I need some Visine. There is nothing to read, and yet I am more aware of these words than anything I have ever known. I think I'm more aware of myself, but let's activate. The traveler found a way, they always did. Well, that's why we're here, right? To find ways. It seems like I should be learning glyphs with these, but... $18 quintillion planets. Another piece of the code. I think of the Atlas. I've encountered this name many, many times in my travelers, yet I have not started the Atlas path. Locate the final glyph set. See, is it visit 3 locations to get a single glyph? Is that what's going on here? I don't think I've, let me see. Collected knowledge. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Oh, portal glyphs. Yeah, see, I haven't learned any glyphs yet. But yet it seems like that's the intention here. But maybe you don't get your first glyph until you complete all 3 of these things. And, oh, I do need to scan. And there is it. Over to the left. Oh, that's close. Glyph sets. That sounds like more than one glyph. Doesn't look right. It's on the other side. Some more knowledge stones. I'm always happy to come upon these. Oh, another one over here. So this is a monolith. The final glyphs. Again, it makes it sound like I've discovered them all. I'm just looking for the final glyphs. Very weird. The Atlas told the traveler they were the first of their kind, that a multitude would follow. Each would be endowed with the same noble soul, each able to travel from planet to planet in eternal solitude. Unless you're on board the Anomaly. Because that's the player hub. The first traveler rejected the gift of the Atlas. This was not what they hoped for. What was the purpose of infinity if you could not see it all? If you were alone, if you would one day die. So they cursed the Atlas. The final portion of the code. Man, I don't like that language. Locate and activate the portal. But have I learned a glyph? Oh! Wait, this looks... I guess I have. Portal glyphs. Wait. What? The words of the Atlas. Oh. These are words, not glyphs. I was just confused by the fact that these look like glyphs. But these are portal glyphs, and I've still not learned any. And my cat is crying. I don't know what it is. Every time I sit down to record a video, she wants attention. I can sit down and play this game for 2 hours, and I won't hear a peep. But 15 minutes into recording, there she is. Alright, wait, I distracted myself. What am I supposed to do now? Let me scan. Follow the Sentinel energy trace to the portal glyph sets. 3 of 3. Wait, didn't... I just did that, right? No, another location. Where was it? Over here somewhere? That's too far away. Let's get out of the atmosphere and speed this up a bit. It's like on the other side of the planet. Alright. Oh, it's a gate. Okay. It's not the one I found though, because I put a beacon next to the one I found. As a matter of fact, it's right there. Portal, off planet. But once you have one, you don't need another, especially if it's in the same system, right? So I don't think there is a reason for me to mark this one. But if I hadn't marked the other one already, then I definitely would mark this one. Now, what are the instructions? Locate and activate a portal. Alright. We'll activate it, but I don't have any glyphs. I might find Artemis. I might find the source of the Sentinels. But I already know the source of the Sentinels. I might find a whole new universe. Well, or maybe just another galaxy. Actually, no. I think these will only portal you within the same galaxy. Oh, okay. So they're not actually giving you the glyphs. They're just, like, pretend glyphs for this one time. Just to learn about the gate, I guess. Chevron 1 holding. Alright, all chevron. Enter into there. Now, if I didn't have multiple bases that I could use, or know that I could use to get back, then I'd be a bit apprehensive about this. But I know that I can get back easily through any portal from any space station. So away we go. I'm probably not going to do another video for a few days, maybe a solid week, because my voice has been really giving me problems lately. That's why I always sound like I have a frog in my voice or in my throat. Is this an extreme planet?
Warning.
What is going on?
Hostile system.
Hostile system. Okay. Oh, look at the ground. It's a hex ground. That looks really cool. Warning, anomalous signal detected. Where am I? Oh my god, look at that. That looks so cool. So, I'm on the Atlas path now. I haven't even done one of these yet. I've been avoiding them. I didn't realize that this would take you here anyway. But before we go over there and talk to the Atlas, I'm going to pop these bubbles. See if I can learn some words. Can't melee in here. It's been a while since I've been in this thing. I think I completed the Atlas path in my survival game. As a matter of fact, yes, I did. That was the method that I used to move on to a new galaxy. And I did choose Galaxy 10, which I think is probably the most popular galaxy there is. It's the one galaxy that everybody always talks about on Reddit. Is that all of them? Oh wait, I think there's some more up here. Oh, well, at least one anyway. So these are Atlas words. What happens if I go over here? Can't pass. So let me just check something. Still none, but more words now. Oops, whoa. No scrolling, just this. Okay. I haven't learned any Corvex words yet. A lot of Viking words. Oh. I'm doing okay there. I think I have a few Gek words I've learned as well. Alright, let's go over and talk to the Atlas. Look at it, isn't it scary? Of course, this isn't actually the Atlas, though, is it? This is just a... let's call it an input point for the Atlas. Because the Atlas is so large that it takes up an entire planet. This is a simulated representation of the Atlas within its own simulation. A warp cell. And another warp cell. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Atlas. I'll just say hello. Hello, world. Typical program. We were once travelers. We once aspired to more than dirt and dust. The audio clicks. Time passes. Show me a world, Atlas. Show me something no one has ever seen before. Nope. Yes. It looks really cool, doesn't it? It's been a while since the last diagnostic. 64% of worlds operating within expected parameters. So is that 1 trillion? No, billion. Right, because that's 221 years. That's 921,221 years. That's 218 million, 946 billion, and then 1 trillion. Okay, so it's almost 2 trillion years. It's a long time. Unless I... But are those years within the simulation? And are simulation years different than non-simulation years? 4,182 breach attempts. Sure. So do you want a little bit of lore right now? So this is going to be the end of this video. It's probably going to be a few days before I do another one. If you want to hear a little bit about lore, then I'll tell you now. If you don't want to hear it, if you don't want it spoiled for you, then go ahead and stop the video now. And after this, I'm just going to go either to whatever planet I end up on after this and log off, or I'll go back to my base and log off. But this is the Atlas. The Atlas was created by a company called the Atlas Company back in 2017. Now, don't confuse that. Don't think oh well, it's 2023 now. So within the game, it's not 2023. So even now, from our perspective in reality, 2017 is contemporary. This isn't the case for the world of No Man's Sky. So the Atlas was created to simulate the universe for the purpose of something. I don't recall what. During a period of time, though, the Atlas Company came up with a better version of Atlas. We'll call it Atlas 2.0. But the old Atlas was basically abandoned, but it was still working, it was still functioning, and it was huge. It was so large that in that particular reality of 2017, we had access to other planets in which to build the Atlas. And in fact, it was so large it basically needed its own planet. So it was abandoned, though, in favor of the newer version of Atlas, but it was still running and still operational. And billions of years passed, or however long, and now the Atlas is falling apart. Its structural integrity is at risk because no one has been tending to it for a long time. In essence, it is dying, and it can't figure out why. It's like, what happened? These humans created me. It's self-aware, by the way, in case I have not made that clear. I didn't state it verbatim, but it's self-aware, and it wants to understand why the humans created it, then abandoned it. So what it's done is, in this simulated universe in which there have been like thousands upon thousands of different species of intelligent species, of which 3 main ones eventually managed to make it to the top, being the Gek, the Viking, and the Korvax. Within this universe that is primarily controlled by these 3 groups, simulated of course, the Atlas decided to inject the humans into the equation and watch them and try to learn from this to try to understand why it has been abandoned, and possibly maybe if there's something that it can do about it to get fixed. Those people, those simulated people in the world of No Man's Sky are called travelers. That's your role. You are a player character within the simulation. I belong to this creature my entire life. Basically an acknowledgement that I am a simulation within the Atlas. And there could be multiple iterations of this, by the way. There could be, I don't know, there could be 1 billion different universes, 1 billion different iterations, all of which my personage could exist, right? It's just another software. You can inject it wherever you want. And where am I? You know what? Okay, I'm back here. You know what I didn't think to do, and I'm really regretting this now, is... Did I do the wrong one? What the heck? Why is it not letting me summon? Vehicles. Oh, summon radiant pillar. Cannot launch. Wait, what? Starship damaged. Oh, it's over here. All right. Oh, what's up with the low G? Am I? Oh, because it said discover today. By me, I was thinking I was back at another in my home system. I don't know where I am, but one thing I'm regretting is that I didn't somehow think to mark. Check me out, I'm freaking flying here. That first planet that I was on, the extreme one. Is that here in the same system where I am now? Because I want to mark that planet for future exploration because it seems really cool. My starship is damaged? Yep, I guess so. I saw no sign of Artemis, no trace of the Sentinels. Why did I even step through that gate? Wait. That's the only reason. No, you don't have to be noble to care about another living thing. Alright. So I guess I'm going to end it there because I'm over my time. I think I will pick up where I left off on this video though. So maybe it won't be a few more days before I post, or maybe I'll just sit on this next video for a few more days. Either way, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.